To kind of get back to the beginning, just to how the project started in the first place was, it was Nat's idea actually to get a mural in the office. And that was something that was sprung from another project that we have done where we painted just for 2 days a little bit of a mural, and we had a lot of fun doing that.
We spend 90% of our time, 98% of our time working with digital media, pushing pixels. And there's something tangible and lovely about real media.
We wanted to make something a little bit more personal to us and in a place that's more personal to us, which is in the office.
In parallel, we were undertaking a project which was about which companies would we really like to work for. Which companies did we admire or think were particularly cool? And one of the companies on that list was De La Rowney. And I reached out to them. And they put us in touch with internationally renowned mural artist Pepe Gaka, who collaborated with us on the project. It really was a dream come true.
I mean, the collaboration was great from the beginning, I have to say. I really liked the human aspect of the project.
De La Rowney were helpful and friendly and fun to work with.
They are one of the few companies that still make the product locally. It's still a company which lives in the present, doesn't live in the past.
It feels so refreshing to know a place that knows quality so well and that you can trust as well.
Every couple of years they renew all the labeling, the product line, so they're very up to date. But at the same time, they kept the tradition of, we're still gonna make everything locally. We're still gonna keep the prices reasonable. It's great the fact that they're still like really high quality products, like some of the highest.
It's such a huge canvas, which is very unique for me to work with. It's quite a first, we're talking 4 meters tall and 2.50 meters wide. So I'm like, this is big.
I see each mural as a very large painting, and I want to find something which is in harmony with the place, but at the same time stand out.
I had no idea about what the mural should be. That was down to our creative team to come up with.
If I go back to one of the first sketches that I presented to the team, it made no sense. It's like there was like a flying tiger or something, and I don't know, there was just Nat and Rob were just riding it and like the rest of the team behind. I was thinking, okay, I need to kind of focus back into what I'm inspired by, which is pop surrealism. One thing that I love about pop surrealism is it doesn't have to make any sense. There's a surrealistic part of it, and I'm a big fan of surrealism as well, just because it touches a lot to kind of like a dreamlike words, and it feels like there are no rules. And then it made more sense. Like, for example, Nat is just like tripping in like nothingness, and then you have something that is supposed to represent Rob is like just having some water flowing out of his mouth, and this is what created the sea. So all the elements kind of started to fit together.
And the design is just a great design. It works really well with the space, and I really love the fact that it's a design with a meaning. So it's a design with, I would say, hundreds of things going on, and each single object, each single bubble speech has a meaning, has a story behind it.
I did try my hand at painting as well. Results were variable, I think. My daughter attended at the weekend and picked up a paintbrush and actually did a pretty good job, certainly better than I could do.
I think one of the keys to get over the challenge is probably just to let go and have fun and not worry too much about whether it's exactly like that, and just grasp the feeling of the brushes, I guess. Joy. I think that's the most important feeling.
One of the things I love about the end result is that you can see that it's a manifestation of some real considerations.
It's a very personal mural, it's a very personal design.
Living here in London especially, it is quite a vibrant city, but the weather is quite grey, and it's not just in the literal sense. So it's quite nice to have something more colorful to look at, and also a little bit more humorous. I feel like art sometimes is, and it's also a beautiful side of it, where it is quite serious and captures real issues of the world. But it's also nice to remind the childlike self that, just wants to doodle around and look some comical situations, because life is also made of those parts as well. So I hope that when people look at the mural, they kind of find their inner child again, and they kind of look in awe and just have fun looking at it and finding those little bits and pieces that will just spark a little bit of joy into their life.